told you guys, you didn't believe me. I said it here. The first time you guys changed jersey for the hard era and a 4-0 Brentford given for their home. Another one today. He repeated even himself. He won, they want to do the same thing. Just like sex will not agree. How do you feel about the match?
See, let me tell you something. If I lose a game where the opposing team is better than me, you understand, or they have better players, I can say, okay, they deserve it. You understand? But in a game like this, where Brentford scored 3 goals from my own errors, my own errors, honestly, I don't know what Amorim needs to do again to get fired. What else does he need to do again? He has showed us time and time again that he does not have the capacity to manage in the Premier League. It's not possible that every manager you meet in the Premier League is tactically better than you. What did the Brentford manager do today? Very simple. Loop the ball above our midfield. Just throw passes over them and then direct to his attackers. And it worked. How can we not have a solution to that? Or even have a way of attacking them and scoring? Nothing was happening today for Manchester United, and you can see that it's coming from the tactical angle. Our players holds the ball. The play together is not there. Everybody just trying to do things individually. Yes. Okay. Let's accept that we don't have the preferred midfield we have. Do you understand? Our chief creator is not supposed to be swapping position for somebody like Kowa who is not creating up front. You understand? We can even decide to play Kowa up front and then grow in that place. And then start Komimano and Ugarte. Because even without starting Bruno, Komimano and Ugarte, we are not getting any different results. We are still getting the same results. That's just it. Amorim has showed us time and time again. He does not possess the capacity to manage in this league. See, the first goal, the manager knew that when we are attacking, all our wing backs, our inside tens, and our number 9 is going to be close to his box. Do you understand? Now he told the striker, stay with their last defender. Do you understand? What happened? If you go to that Manchester City match, this was the same team. How many times did Man City counter us? Several times. It could have been 5 goals. Why? Because Amorim is easy to play against. It's that simple. When it was 10 man, when we became 10 man versus Chelsea, look at how we were playing. Chelsea became the better team. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Away from bands. Let's tell ourselves the truth. When it was 10 men each, Chelsea became the better team. Fulham outplayed you. Tactically, the manager even came out bragging that he knew what you were going to do in the game. And he went to the game and outdo you. Burnley, it was a lucky win. Lucky late penalty. The Chelsea just came. The Chelsea came because, the red card, and then Enzo Maresca gave the game away through nonsensical substitutions. And then look at this one again. There was no point in time. See, Brentford didn't have to do too much. They were not doing too much. They were just lapping on errors. Errors. If I tell you today now, what is the job of Umbomo in this team, you cannot tell me directly. What is the job of Koha in this team, you cannot tell me directly because it's not showing. Our chiefest creator, Amorim has deployed him down the pitch. Chiefest creator. Nothing is happening up front. Nothing is happening behind. Nothing is happening. The defense is nothing to write about today. Okay, in our game against Manchester City, Euro shouldn't have played. Hey, Dogu ran him down. Today, Maguire. Maguire shouldn't have played. When are we going to tell ourselves the truth? The common denominator of this whole performance is Amorim. Amorim is the common denominator. He is the one setting the team up the way they are playing. Let's tell ourselves the utmost truth. It is too blatant for the eyes to see. If you are playing and the opposition is always getting the better of you, no matter... Let's ourselves the truth now. See, Grimsby didn't only beat Manchester United. You understand? They played us in that game. They matched us like they matched us. We were like... Grimsby was a match for us in that match. We are not getting it right tactically. It went from 3-4-3. You understand? I'm not even talking about 3-4-3 because if you look at Brentford, they also played that 3-4-3. Do you understand? My problem, Glasner has also played the 3-4-3. The problem with Amorim is he does not understand how to beat the weakness of teams. He does not understand the strength of his own teams. He does not understand how to set his own 11 up. Every time there's a loophole, everybody was predicting that he was going to start Ugarte today. Do you know? And then he started him. Was that a problem? Yes. Ugarte shouldn't have been there. Do you understand? Why? Because he has proven time and time again that he is not capable of passing in the Premier League. He cannot pass. Several times today, you saw Ugarte with the ball. If I had a gun, I said it when I was watching the ball. If I had a gun, Ugarte won't be alive. You had the ball and you were stranded. Ugarte, Kuha, Dogu, Maguire, delete. 5 fucking players were not on the pitch today. How do you want to win? Okay, see, the delete is a center back. I don't like this nonsense that Amorim is doing. Delete is a fucking center back. Why take him to the right center back? What is he doing there? Do you know that if you are playing the right center back, ultimately you are playing the right back, which means that there are angles on the pitch that you have to run. Look at how the guy fell today, because that's not his role. He was not. He has from go ahead Eagles that he was playing to Ajax to Juventus to Bayern Munich. There was no point in time he was deployed. I remember a match Tottenham versus Liverpool. You understand? Van Dijk. No, Tottenham Liverpool. Van Dijk decided to go and cover for Gomez. Do you understand? Gomez went forward and he was running against Perisic. Do you know that because it was not his position, he does not know how to put himself in order, and Perisic just took him out of the way? That's what happens. A centre back is not a wing back. It's not a right back. They can never get it right. Angles on the pitch matters to the player's shape and attributes. Amorim is the reason why we are not getting consistent performances. He is the reason. He is the reason. Why come Harper now? Okay. What's the name of this guy? This former Burnley coach. This Shindike. Shindike said that the Premier League is a 4-3-3 league. Do you know why? Because of the pace. You cannot afford at any point in time that your defense is empty, especially the back line, the side, the wing backs. You know, who can run? Who? Tell me who can run. Who was running today? Dalot misplaced a pass. Do you understand? And then he couldn't cover up again. What even happened to the second goal? I think it was their striker, somebody launched the ball, and then the ball came to the person's chest, and 1v1, Maguire went, slid, and couldn't touch the ball. Is that you cannot say his players? No. Amorim has changed these players. He has changed them. Majority of these players are not even players that played under any manager 2-3 years ago. Yes. How many of them played? Ugarte is new. Kobe Mino is new. Bruno is the only person. Bruno, Maguire, maybe Luke Shaw. And Luke Shaw is not even a serious player. If not for the fact that he's now fit, I would not have Lisandro Martinez is not available. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Do you know that Brentford were not looking for a goal again today? They were not looking for a goal. And yet they still scored because of error. The error is too much. It's too much. You signed a player as good as Koha, who you will know that, okay, this guy is a fantastic ball carrier. How are we using a ball carrier like Koha? Are we using it to his strength? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Are we using Koha to his strength? You decided that you want to play, what's the name of this guy? Dogu. Dogu came as a wing back, no doubt. The center back that is covering him, how good is that center back? That right center back. Is that a center back good? Is Luke Shaw good enough to be pairing Dogu? Look at how Damsgaard and the other guy were playing with them. They were playing with them. Even when they brought you, there was no difference. There was no, look, it could have been 4. There was a guy that he wanted to score and then he turned away. And you were even telling me that he wanted to keep the ball. They had chance if they wanted to see. Every time the ball comes inside our 18 is a threat. If the board is not bold enough to sack Amorim today, the fans should stop watching the games. It's that simple. The board is sabotaging our progress. We should also sabotage their profits. Don't go to the stadium again. Don't support these people again. And now, Graham Potter is gone. Tuchel that won the Champions League for Chelsea. When the ship started to sink, he left. They sacked him. What has Amorim even done for us to merit this level of commitment? He has been sinking these ships since last season. Ending 15 is criminal. They give you more than 200 million worth of attack. Nothing is happening. Your goals are scrappy goals. You're not scoring as though you have Koa, Sesko, and Mbumo in your team. Look, now we've restricted Mbumo, who is a maverick in terms of box 18 shots. He is always in the. We've restricted him to just crossing. Mbomo holds the ball, and then all he has to do is to cross. Bruno, chief creator since 2020, is now playing deep line midfield. Deep line midfield. Our best creators are now maybe Dogu and Dalot. How does that type of thing want to progress? And you tell me this is not a managerial problem? It's a managerial problem. It's high time we accept that Amorim is limited. He's tactically limited. He cannot get it right in the Premier League. There is no two way to read. In one of his interviews that I stumbled upon when I was watching one of his interviews, he was telling Bruno that he didn't know that the Premier League was that physical. Is there a manager that should be coaching Manchester United? A manager who cannot do his own work properly. He does not know what is required to play in the Premier League. He does not know it. You are coming and you are finding it as a surprise that the Premier League is a physical league. A manager that wants to come and coach Man U does not know the pros and cons of the Premier League. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Yes, fantastic. It's not every day you get a 40-year-old that manages Manchester United. Congrats to him. It's high time. Let him go. We've only played 6 matches this season. We can still salvage this season. Let's not leave it for Amorim to destroy. Let's not leave for Amorim to destroy. Tell me one game. We're not convincing versus Fulham. I'm not talking about Arsenal, Chelsea, or Man City again. We're not convincing versus Fulham. We're not convincing versus Burnley. Burnley, we were fighting at Old Trafford to get 3 points. Burnley that Tottenham smashed.
All right, so let's talk about your outer Bayandi today.
See, let me tell you something. You see, when the board have somebody like Amorim as their manager, they can do anything they like. If you have a top manager is not going to walk into the season with Bayandi as his goalkeeper. That's just the truth. A top manager that takes himself serious will not go into the season with Amorim. Amorim is somebody, he's a yes man.
Yeah.
He's a yes man. That's just the truth. Amorim is a yes man. That aside, do you understand? If you look at Amorim's back technical crew, I just didn't want to mention, so it's not as if maybe somebody is downsizing them or anything. No, what do they know? Where have they coached? Where did they get their experience from? Some of them are still having Coach B license. All those guys behind Amorim.
Coach B,
yes, you have a Coach B license. That's what they have. Where have they managed? They came from I've forgotten the name of the club that he came from, whether Santa Clara. From Santa Clara, he went to Sporting. And then he managed to do something that has now, he's now using to scam us today. He's a scam of a manager. Amorim is a scam of a manager. Brentford is the perfect chance to get back-to-back wins. What is Brentford?
Oh yeah, he didn't manage to get
yes! And what is Brentford? What is there in Brentford that I cannot win? What is there? See, I will say it again. I'm not taking the credit away from Brentford for getting the 3 points. But they did not play. They did not play for the 3 points. We were the ones submitting ourselves through errors. Look at the first goal. Look at the first goal now. Look at the first goal. We were attacking. All of a sudden, what did the commentator say after in the halftime? He said a big team shouldn't be considered type of. How can Maguire, a defender who lacks space? First of all, you're going away to Brentford. You have Gate, no pace. Maguire, no pace. Luke Shaw, no pace. All of them like that. You keep them. They are going to impact the overall, frequency of the game. Do you understand? They are all going to affect the intensity of the game. But yet a manager like Amorim does not know that when you have players who does not have pace, like 4 or 5 of them on the pitch, you understand? The multiplier effect is going to be very high. Amorim, go away, go.
All right, so I know you guys are not happy about it, but let's see. One of the positive today was Sesko getting his goal shot.
That's not a positive. I don't care about no fucking positive today. I don't care. A player who scored a goal and for 65 minutes, or I think he played 90 minutes today. For the entire time after that goal, we didn't see him again. There was no point in time you could think by yourself that I was asking, the Sesko still in this game? Wow, how are we creating? How are we passing it to the final third? What are the channels you are using to take the ball to the final third?
No passer, because your passer is deep.
It's deep. Your manager has decided to play him deep because he believes that the players that he put in front can do it, and yet they are not doing it. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Amorim is a limited coach. Amorim is a mad coach. Mad coach. The Chelsea game was just a reactionary win. It was a win coming from the back of that 3-0 loss versus Man City. It was not because he was tactically better than Enzo Maresca. No. Let him go away. Amorim, go away. You are a shameless coach.
Who has he outplayed in the Premier League?
Nobody. Since he came, everybody has been better than him. Or in 90 minutes. There's no point in time that Amorim has matched anybody in 90 minutes. Scrapping with every single day of the week. Is this how we are going to come out of the trenches?
Pains upon pains.
No. Amorim cannot continue. A manager who cannot outdo managers of Brentford, managers of Fulham, managers of Burnley, Scott Parker. You cannot outcoach Scott Parker. You cannot outcoach this coach of Brentford that I don't even know his name. This Brentford coach, I don't think he has even gotten any wins this year.
No, he don't. Yes.
And then
at least he don't win 2 games.
No, one. I saw it.
One game.
He lost 3. He lost 3 and drew 1. I saw it. And look at how they beat us comfortably without stress. Look at Kelleher today. Look at Kelleher. Which save did we pull out of Kelleher? What save did we pull out? We did not pull out any save. The shot that Sesko played was just, several scrappy opportunity that led to something.
And Bruno Fernandes penalty.
Bruno Fernandes penalty is a non-issue. Because we were to go down. That is the bone of contention. How did we find ourselves to go down? How did we find ourselves not being the team that is leading Brentford by 2 goals? How? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Enough of all this petting. We are petting Amorim.
All right.
You should leave. Take your leave and go home.
All right. Thank you so much. Any final thought?
There's no final thought. I want to see if you don't sack Amorim. I will say every day I come here and I stand, it's going to be anti-Amorim. This thing. Anti-Amorim rhetoric. Nothing else.
All right.
That's just it.
All right. Thank you.